how's it going? Today is day 75 of my 100-day inspiration challenge, which is so crazy. And today I want to talk about being present. And before I get started, I want to share a story with you. So pre-COVID, I used to love going to Whole Foods. I love their little buffet and salad bar because I can get just a little bit of mac and cheese and a little bit of salad, and I can get whatever I want in whatever quantity I want. And they have such a good variety. And so I used to just love going to Whole Foods and going through their buffet. And this one day, I decided that I was going to sit down and eat some of the food and sit down in the Whole Foods little section and eat some of the food. And so I got my food and I went to the seating area and I started eating, and I had this conscious thought where I said, okay, I am now done eating, so I'm going to put it away and then I'm going to go home because I have things that I need to do. At that very moment, this woman turns to me, this random woman, she approaches me and she says, "Hey, I'm so sorry, but I have this injury." She had a leg brace on her leg. She said, "I have this injury and I need to go grab something. Would you mind watching my purse and my stuff?" And my first instinct was, I have things to do. I just told myself I have things to do, and now this woman is going to bother me? Like, what are the odds? But I was like, I really don't have anything to do. The funny thing is at that time, I was so rushed. I had to get home. I had to do the next thing. But then I would get home and I would just not have anything to do. But I was in such a rush to get to the next thing to do nothing. And so anyway, I told myself I was going to go home. This woman stopped me. She said, "Hey, would you mind watching my stuff while I go grab something? I'll be super quick." And my first impulse was no. And luckily my second impulse was, yeah, sure, no problem. Not a big deal. I wasn't even in a rush. Yes, I had things to do, but they were like an hour later. I had time, so I could gift her my time. I could watch her stuff. So anyway, she went and got her stuff, and I was thinking, man, this is really wild that this woman trusted me to watch her purse and her phone, and I'm a stranger. And anyway, she went and did her thing, and then she came back, and she was like, "Oh, thank you so much." And I told her, I was like, that's so crazy that you trusted me. And we had this conversation, and this moment, this woman asking me to watch her stuff, this decision of me saying, yes, I will, led to us talking for the next hour and a half. And it was the most beautiful conversation. And it was a conversation that I really needed in my life. She said things to me that really spoke to my soul. And I truly believe that that interaction happened for a reason. And I also believe that I would have missed out on all of the value that came from that experience and that moment had I been in such a rush, had I given into my instinct to go. And I think that a lot of times that happens to us, right? We get in the habit of wanting to rush through life. And especially right now when Christmas is coming up, the holidays are right around the corner. Things are a little bit different than normal with the pandemic, and there is a lot to worry about. There's a lot to stress about. There's job situations are different. There's just so much going on, and it feels like a lot of weight, and we can focus all of our energy on all of this stress, or we can, just rush through things. And both of those things take away from being in the present moment and being in connection with other people. I saw this thing on Facebook, and it talked about how someone spoke about when they were younger, they don't remember specific gifts that they got for Christmas. What they remember is making hot chocolate with their dad, or going on walks in the winter to see different Christmas lights. And I realized that the same is true for me. Yes, I might remember a Simba Lion King stuffed animal toy, but I don't remember much about the value that that brought into my life. What I remember is putting on Christmas music and decorating the house with my parents. What I remember is making Christmas cookies with my mom. So it was just really eye-opening, and especially in these times where it is easy to rush through the holidays, it is easy to let our anxiety and our stress take away from the present moment. It is so important to focus on those moments, because those moments are the things that really matter in life. Those moments are the things that people remember. And if you have kids, it shows them that you honor their time, that you love them. Being with a child or even another person, giving your time to another human being and being in the present moment and listening and connecting is so much more valuable than any physical gift that you can give that person. So especially during these times, I wanted to really talk about slowing down and being in the present moment. You know, it's so funny. A lot of times we're in such a rush. We've got to get to work, or we can't be late, or we have different things that we need to get to that we kind of like blow off or dismiss the people around us. I don't even think I said that right, but we blow off the people that are around us, and then we end up where our boss is late to work, or things turn out in a different way. And it's like, man, I wish I would have just given my partner a hug before I left for the day. And it is so important to focus on those moments, because we can worry about the future, and we can worry about the season, or worry about not having a job, or all of those stresses. But the fact is, we have no idea what tomorrow will bring. We have no idea who will be in this world with us tomorrow. And so it is so important to love people in the moment with them. It is so important to sacrifice your time and give your time to others, because we just have no idea. We think that we are in control, but we are not in control. We never know. And for anybody that has lost a parent or a friend or a child, you know how valuable that time is. So remember that, because you might not have that person in your life that you're taking for granted. They might not always be there. So I wanted to talk about a couple things that you can do to find mindfulness and to be in the present moment, because it is so important for you and your health, and it's also so valuable for the people around you. So the first thing is meditation. Getting in a regular practice of meditation is so important, because it slows your mind down. Our minds are constantly going, and yes, meditation in the beginning is going to be hard because it's a new thing. Your mind wants to constantly run, and you are telling it, no, we're just going to be present. We're just going to sit here. And your mind is like, wait, I'm not used to this. I don't want to do this. I want to keep going. I want to keep thinking. What about this? What about that? It's all over the place. But the more you do it, the more you commit to it, the more benefits that you have, the more benefits that it brings into your life. There's also a lot of guided meditations. There's 5-minute guided meditations that you can listen to that will make you feel more peaceful and more present, so that you can enjoy the current moment. You can enjoy what's in front of you. And with that is gratitude, enjoying what is in front of you. I personally don't have kids, like I said, but my friend posted a picture of her daughter looking out a window to a skyscraper, and the awe in this little baby's eyes was so beautiful. It was so gorgeous. And I would encourage you to see life the way that children do. Have that childlike glitter in the way that you see the world. We take so much for granted these days because we're so used to it. But the fact is that so much around us is so beautiful and such a gift. And if we can see it that way, if we can truly commit to being in the present moment and realizing that this gift might not always be around, then we will be able to see the world the way that children do, which is such a beautiful way. The third thing is to get outside and spend some time in nature and just watch nature and watch the way that animals and flowers and birds move and the way that they interact with each other. It's so beautiful. And just taking some time to 5 minutes, just taking 5 minutes to go outside and watch how nature interacts, you will feel so much more peaceful, and you will learn so much from these animals because they know something that we don't. They don't have the mental minutia that we have. They just have their instincts. And it's really beautiful, and we can learn so much by the way that nature is and the way that nature interacts with each other. The fourth thing is to take a break from social media. Social media just encourages our anxiety for a lot of different reasons. First off, there is all of the instant gratification. Second off, looking at the lives of everybody and comparing yourself. And third off, looking at your screen all day, I mean, it just numbs you out. Like, it is actually, looking at a screen, it zaps your energy. Being in real life, gives you energy. Being in nature gives you energy. So taking a break from social media and taking a break from your phone will help you be more present and be more in the moment. And the fifth thing is having a reality check with yourself. What is the worst case situation if I am late? Or what is the worst case situation if I don't go home at the time that I said that I wanted to be home, or I don't go to this meeting when I said I was going to? If something comes up, like having flexibility for things that come up in your life, because it just feels so much better to have that flexibility. So asking yourself those questions, what is the worst case? What's more important? Is it more important to be with my child right now and give them an extra 5 seconds, and maybe I'll be 5 seconds late? Who cares? Who cares about being 5 seconds late? The most important thing is that moment. And then that takes me to my last point, creating small moments with the people that you love. Because like I said, those are the things that your loved ones are going to remember. Those are the things that you're going to remember. Those are the things that I remember. When I think about my mom, I think about those small moments, and you have an opportunity to create those small moments. So it can be something as simple as making cookies together, or playing tic-tac-toe, or playing a game, and just slowing life down and being in the moment, being in community with each other. They say that focusing on the past is called depression, and focusing on the future is called anxiety, and focusing on the present is called a gift. So give yourself the gift of focusing on the present moment. Give those around you the gift of being present and being connected and listening without other things going on in your head. Be fully present and connected to other people. Be fully present and connected to yourself. Thank you so much for showing up with me. Keep showing up for yourself regardless of where you are, because if you do, there is nowhere that you can go but up. If you would like more free resources, you can head over to my website, showuptogoup.com. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.